here's a little sneak peek at one of my projects, a composition project that is, because students often ask, what's the best creative process? And it might be different for everybody, but what definitely works for me is writing music with an actual purpose. And I'm actually making a little music RPG game at the moment, so, I kind of have to write a lot of music for that. But, even if you weren't doing that kind of thing, you can make yourself up a little scene that you want to write music for. So for me, this one that I'm working on at the moment is like a snowscape kind of scene, and you want to start to make little categories of what you think of when you think of snow. And being an Australian, I don't really get to go to the snow. I have not experienced it, but I think of the wind, I think of ice, I think of like little crystals, I think of the sun, glistening off the snow. I'm thinking of like slightly a sad vibe, like a quiet feel, gentle, so not too thick, not too heavy, not too loud. I'm thinking organic, I'm thinking fairly natural things, I'm thinking like acoustic. So then we turn all those ideas into instruments. So I've got the start here with the harp. I thought it had a nice texture. And essentially it's like, this is sort of like the sun glistening off the snow. It's light, it's got this nice sort of feel to it, it's fairly calm. Now we've got the piccolo at the top here as the main instrument. It is literally airy, it's a wind instrument. I've got the little bends in it to make it sound a little bit more organic, maybe a little bit sad, like it is in a minor key as well. Later on, like choirs come in, so then, you don't want it to get too heavy. So if I go to my little town, where is it? It's not finished, and none of the buildings have interiors. But I look at this and I listen to the music and I sort of think like, does it make sense? Do I need to add anything to the music? Do I need to take anything out of the music? Is it getting the right kind of feel? I've got this little heartbeat rhythm coming in there because I don't want it to be too heavy, and again, that's an organic kind of sound. The glockenspiel adds that almost like Christmas bells vibe to it. The harp has these descending little melodies here, like snow falling. So the whole thing, it's fairly calm and gentle. It's wistful, it's light and airy, breezy, and it's getting there. It's not quite finished yet. I've got a few more on the go. That's more like a theme for when you're, on the water's edge. A little bit more, I suppose, tropical sounding and still airy as well. I've got one for when you're in like a castle. Where is it? Bark's Fortress. So, that has a totally different vibe. You're thinking things that are like, medieval. So, you're thinking like pipe organs, and you're thinking choirs, and, fairly thick harmonies. Gives it a totally different feel. So if you get a little bit stuck in a rut and you want to write some music, I would definitely recommend, making some kind of a scene in your mind that you can write to. Here's my little music academy, and I am Professor Strat, not Professor Oak.